Sadguru Sharanam. Hi dears, how are you all? Do you want to ace an English poem recitation competition? Do you want to develop your English language skills? Do you want to speak English fluently? Do you want to increase your memory power and be good in mathematics? Do you want to develop your skill in reading comprehension? Then listen, English poem recitation is a great way for all this. And dear, I'm going to give you some wonderful tips to win a competition. And even if you don't win a competition, it doesn't matter. Simply practicing English poem recitation has a lot of benefits. So welcome everyone to English Guru's brand new episode. I am Ashalada Srijit. Before we start, let me tell you one thing. English Guru is basically a channel for developing your English language skills. I'm uploading videos on grammar, phrases, vocabulary, sentence structures, daily life English conversations, and a whole lot of other topics. I'm also planning to put travel vlogs in English, cooking videos in English, and also I'll be giving you some wonderful tips on health and beauty. Moreover, we'll be giving you spiritual talks that goes beyond religion, that I'm sure will give you a good turn in your life. Peace, happiness, and harmony. That's what we all expect in our life, isn't it? So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe English Guru. And if you like this video, please give it a like and share with your friends and loved ones. I would also love to hear from you, so please put a comment. So without further ado, let's get started. Today I'd like to delve into the fascinating world of English poems. Poetry is a timeless art form that has the power to captivate, inspire, and move us. Studying English poems is a great way to expand our literary knowledge and skills and deepen our understanding of the English language. So, what are the benefits of reciting English poem? Poems can be read in two ways. One, we can read it silently, just enjoying the poem, and the other way is to read aloud. Here we are going to discuss about the benefits of reading aloud. By reciting a poem aloud, it becomes easy to pronounce words. It improves our memorization skills, which in turn makes us proficient in mathematics and also in reading comprehension. It develops our self-expression. By memorizing different types of poems and reciting it, children learn how to use their emotions to convey a message. And those who participate in English poem recitation, they become aware of their mouth movements, their breathing coordination, their facial expression, and other gestures. All these aspects are very much needed to get connection with the audience in front of them. Naturally, they develop their skills in public speaking also. And for spoken English learners, as poems convey powerful messages in few words. So you can learn shorter phrases and sentences that help you to speak English fluently and effectively. It's a great way to practice pronunciation. Reading poetry aloud makes the speech articulators, tongue, lips, and soft palate coordinate better to pronounce words accurately. And it's a great hobby to nurture. It not only keeps your brain young, but also develop your language skills. So even if you don't win, don't worry. Just reciting poems is going to give you a lot of benefits. So what are you waiting for? So start reciting English poems. And now the tips to win a competition. The first one, select a poem that speaks to you. Always remember, you will be able to make the audience feel something only if the poem can make you feel something. But choose a poem that you feel is appropriate for the audience in front of you. So the first tip is selecting a poem that touches your heart. You need to make your audience hear the poem. So recite the poem in a loud and clear voice. Even if you have to yell, it's acceptable so long as the audience is comfortable. When I recited Forsaken Merman, I called out the name of Margaret in a loud voice. Margaret! Margaret! So you have to captivate the audience with your sound and clarity. Third tip is understand the poem thoroughly. In poetry recitation, you will be speaking the poet's words and not your own. So pay attention to the message that the poet is trying to convey. Next tip is memorize the poem thoroughly. Forgetting lines while reciting can make you lose points. But don't worry, even if you forget, continue as if nothing has happened because there is still a chance to win a prize. Next tip is maintain a proper body language. If you show signs of nervousness, you'll probably lose points. I've seen many participants doing like this because of tension. Don't do this. Just keep your hands in a stable position, either like this or like this. And then when you start reciting, you can just take one hand like this and keep it back, and the next hand like that. You have to coordinate the actions with your hands. And remember to enjoy the poem while reciting. If you enjoy the poem while reciting, it will make a good impression on the judges. Next tip is prevent overacting. Don't act out each word. Excessive movements can distract the audience attention from the poem's voice. Have faith in the words of the poem. Occasional gestures are enough. A good poem recitation is about conveying the sense of the poem with its language. So a strong performance will rely on a powerful internalization of the poem rather than external gestures. So before memorizing the poem, read out the poem several times with proper rhythm, intonation, modulation and clarity. All words of the poem must be read with proper pace and clarity. Anyone can become good at English poem recitation, but with adequate practice. How to memorize a poem? Before you start memorizing it, read, as I said, several times. Get familiarized with each and every word. Understand the meaning and message of the poem. Once you understand the theme of the poem, what the poet is trying to convey through this poem, then start memorizing it. Also, go through the background of the poem. Once you have done this, then you are ready to memorize the poem. First, memorize the first stanza, maybe 4 lines or 6 lines. After memorizing the first stanza thoroughly, you can start memorizing the second stanza. Then after memorizing the second stanza, again start from the beginning. Now you can try to recite the poem from the beginning. And after memorizing the 2 stanzas, go on to the third one, then make it thorough and again begin from the beginning. Like that, you go on memorizing stanza by stanza. In between, you have to recite it from the beginning and see whether you are forgetting any lines. Whenever you feel that you are forgetting lines, don't worry, just pause and read out once again. Fix that point and then by heart it once again. Just like this, go on practicing daily. First day, study the poem like this. Second day, you revise it and practice again. And third day, again revise the poem and recite it many times. And on the fourth day, start reciting the poem in front of your parents or your friends and listen to their observations and accept all the comments that they are giving. Please ask them to give their sincere comments on your recitation. Like this, you can enhance the standard of your recitation. And if there is nobody to listen to your performance, then do one thing. Record it and make a self-analysis. Remember, you are your best judge. All these tips I am giving you from my own personal experience. I'm damn sure that all these tips are going to help you tremendously. So don't forget to follow these tips. And yes, I have already uploaded a video on 10 best English poems that can win you a prize in the competitions. And that poems I suggest for college students and higher secondary students. In the next video, I'll be giving you 10 more best English poems suitable for poem recitations, especially for school children. So stay tuned. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Sadhguru Sharanam.